streaming.
I don't know what I should do for my phone share today.
Any book? Wait. Any class? First one?
It doesn't have to be a book.
Oh.
Oh, dude, I wonder. Oh wait, good. It's
Maybe I'll find something to do.
Yeah, that's usually helpful too.
I've only been wiping concealer on the back of my hand, and from there.
It's not going fast enough. I'm sorry.
You.
I'm sorry. They gave me your phone.
PRCT.
If your case dies, will the AirPod die?
Once the AirPods die as well, they can't be recharged.
I have chargers and I have an extra pair of AirPods too. Let's see. I want to see this hold. AOV holding up, Patty.
I know, nothing of it.
So you grabbed it?
Nasty.
It's coming back.
Yeah, it is. But I'm just
You
saying it
can
was a
see.
nasty little
Yeah.
fade there. This.
That other lighter.
Gets into everything.
Do you still have it?
Yeah.
I thought you grabbed it.
No, I can't hold them.
This is so. Oh, you can't hear it. She's like singing like a rap song and
It's
she's.
the different song.
It's
Macarena.
It was the months.
Oh.
What do you hear? She's like these are taking 10 minutes apart.
That's so funny. Alright, let's do this here.
Jax. No. No.
Fucking dog. What is so funny? I'm taking a very small starter, 100 shares. It's very small, very small.
think.
No.
Which sucks because he was literally
About to fucking die.
passed the fuck out. Nice going on, Alicia.
What?
Brought him back to life.
He'll die soon.
I only have 100 shares. If for some reason this does just rip right up, and I can, for some reason don't, like, still put me green on the dip, I just get my 10%. And ideally it should set up to where, like, you know, you get some ads in, but right now just chilling. I just like the higher lows off VWAP. I like how volume's slowly starting to pick up, you know? So we will see.
Annalisa, do you want some aloe vera juice?
Sure. Come on, Jax. Come on. No. Come on.
Okay. It's not like bad. It's just like
You were right about the
yeah.
prescription.
Yeah. That's a good one. Very mild. Yeah. 100% exactly what it is. Actually kind of scared that it might actually be that.
Right. Hi, Nugget. Come here.
Be nice. Be nice. Good boy. Good boy. Like this. No biting. Good boy.
That's good. See, I feel like I only have 100 shares and yet I still get anxious. You know?
On 100 shares?
I just don't want to be wrong. I don't want to have to cut it for a loss and be like, ah, it's dumb. Did you get him a treat?
I got him two, and then I cut them up in smaller pieces, and we're gonna
Oh yeah, you get him to sit.
lay down. Nope. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Stay. Stay. Come here. Good boy. Yeah, make you hungry? Sit. Shake. Shake. Good boy.
trying to persuade me. That's okay. You can't be funny. Is it?
Jax, leave it. He's quick too.
Alright. Gonna do a video lesson soon.
Jax.
What's your entry on this anyways?
498.
How's it crack a lobby? Would you guys hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
No, that's so funny.
I just texted Caitlin because I was on TikTok.
Yeah. She said you were using
I
it.
sent it to her.
Oh, that.
Every time. Like, there was one teacher who couldn't even walk into our class with it, like,
No
being a
big
step,
deal.
like a whole.
That's so.
But it's funny because, like, they don't know, like, obviously what's actually going on.
Mhm.
And Caitlin and Ben were kind of talking. Not really, but she was.
I don't like that. She's
He's lying, but
Oh, I'm just telling a stupid ass story.
he has a lot of them. That's fine.
Tell your story on Alicia.
What was I saying?
Everybody wants to hear.
Oh, anyways, he ended up sleeping with her friend.
Way to end the story.
Bah!
Who was also a teacher. And married. And she ended up divorced.
I think I
And
remember
she
that
got
story.
fired.
Yeah, I remember that story.
It's wild.
Ah, nice.
bong out of the background, fatty.
Oh, now you're against that?
Wait, did I take one?
No, I was asking you, so if you want to take one after me.
Oh. Interesting.
A lot of downtime in trading. Couple bongies help you from going insane watching all these charts.
Full that fucking side.
Alright, so waiting for a high day breakover on DRCT. It's holding the breakout level. All-time highs, low float, low market cap. Has huge squeeze potential, especially for late day. Right now it's just going through a little midday chop, trying to pick a direction. See if we can make a higher low. NAOV still holding up.
I'm gonna do a video of us in the backyard.
Damn, that's really just fading like that. What are we doing for dinner tonight? Are we doing lasagna?
Oh shit, I hella forgot. Yeah, we are.
Okay.
No, we're gonna do manicotti. It's basically lasagna.
All right. Do we want to go get the stuff later, and after the market closes, we'll go to the store, get the shit, and then we can make it here.
Yeah,
Okay.
easy peasy. It's
Uh-huh.
really easy.
Text Bella, whatever the fuck you just said that we're having.
Oh.
It's just midday. We're getting some midday chop right now. I wanted to go back live because this was making some nice higher lows through VWAP. I did take a small starter here in the high fours, and I did cut it when VWAP cracked. It was like a $25 loss, but I did want to have a starter in there because I did like those higher lows off VWAP and the volume starting to pick up. But it's just midday, and it needs to just suck in some more shorts. Fail to break down late day, we get some volume, we start breaking that high of day, and we get a nice short squeeze. And I think that's a top watch for later. This is a really low float, low market cap, and we are holding all-time highs right now. Darth Trader, what's good, brother? Sony, everybody, thank you for hopping on. Anybody else take any trades? I could just go over the one trade that 8D, what's up, brother? So we were watching this earlier. Fatty did trade this. He's making a video lesson right now in the backyard, which we posted on YouTube. But really, it was just a nice first green day bounce. A nice little gap up. A recent runner here, which is really nice. We thought it can get to 140s, 150s up here where it kind of has some resistance, maybe even 160s. Well, good. That's actually really good. It's and I was saying this earlier. That's what trading is all about. It's 90% just sitting on your hands, waiting for your patterns to develop, and especially to develop the way that you want them to. And it's 10% actually taking those trades. And EVs are running today. It's good to know. I'm kind of curious to see how the marijuana plays end up turning out with that whole Congress thing. But basically, how we were watching this morning is it set a pre-market high 132, so that's a key level. It had a nice little spike in the morning and really kind of just faded under open price, going red on the day. And once it perked right through, it also perked through VWAP on some volume. It got a really nice hold. Fatty was able to take a starter here, and then as it held and volume started to continue to come in, we got a really nice little perk, and he was able to get an ad. I think he had 2,000 shares at like 121, and sold at the pretty much the dead top 135. We saw this really nice volume candle come in, but it's kind of exhausting. We really didn't know if it was going to be able to sustain that volume, especially getting up into resistance. So he did take it off there. Took like 11.5% or so. So nice little single there, and that was basically kind of all we really traded. Besides that, we got DRCT. We got on lined up for that high of day break. NEG, we were watching another multi-day bounce that we missed this morning. So really nice first green day. It was even a decent breakout that I traded yesterday. You get the first red day, and now we're looking for that momentum shift and for that first green day bounce. And really how we watch this and how we trade it is you let it set a little high in the morning. You wait at least 5 minutes for consolidation before it breaks that high, and you can see it took about 30 minutes, just under. And once you get that high of day break, you get a really nice pop from low 7s up to 8. So a really nice push there. We completely missed that. Love seeing some eyes in here. Man, you guys, I wish you guys were in here earlier when we were getting some live trades in. So right now we're kind of just sitting on our hands. It's midday. We're just kind of watching things play out, letting them develop, and hopefully we can get some late day either breakouts or what else do we got? Let me get the watch list pulled up here a little bit. So we got DRCT. We had as a after hours and pre-market spiker looking for open price and VWAP reclaim to fail to break down and continue to all-time highs. So that's what we have here. AGRI, which just bounced weird this morning. It never really gave you. It just had that kind of gradual uptrend up to 4. It never really set up the way we wanted. We were just looking for that bounce, for that momentum shift and that bounce. And sometimes that happens, and you just have to know how your pattern sets up. The pattern was there, but it just didn't set up the way we wanted. See what IGMS is doing. IGMS putting in a first red day, which is really good. So after today, as long as this continues to close red on the day, tomorrow we'll be looking for the bounce day. Good morning, Dekmar. How's it going, buddy? So yeah, IGMS definitely on watch. As long as this finishes red on the day, tomorrow we'll be looking for the bounce. We'll be looking for that momentum shift. Solid top there at 36. Back to the watch list. Yeah, DATS is just fading. That, if you'd like to go over anything, I know you just did your video lesson, but we got a nice little pop of.
Nice. Yeah. Alright, Jax. Did you go over the plays that we traded this morning?
I did, but if you kind of just want to go over,
That's kind
anything
of it.
that you're
Go over-
watching,
Not
anything
much.
else from this morning,
Yeah,
just do a
not
quick
much.
review.
Might as well. Here, I got it. Since I
I'll give you
had
that.
the trade, so let's see here.
I'm gonna get myself a glass of
Watch
water.
list was kind of weak this morning. I was really excited for DRCT, and I just made a move pre-market, and that was kind of frustrating. But it happens. I don't like trading pre-market that much, so I just try to be disciplined. So let's just jump into this. Yeah, here we got the beautiful play. Started after hours yesterday, and then failure to break down. And then from there, you just got the uptrend. Volume kind of came in pre-market and just took off. So now with this, just looking for the failure to break down. We got this solid push, all-time highs, low float, low market cap, a lot of bullish indicators kind of lining up in its favor, as well as shorts are probably pounding this heavy here. It's up a lot. We got a decent lower high, double top in a 5-ish area. So if this fails to break down, it is very possible that it could come back, grind its way back, and break for a high day. Because just look at the momentum here, you got this strong push, you got this huge downtrend, and it's just failing to crack right now. And if it continues that failure to crack, shorts will recognize they're wrong and will come back to cover the position. Yeah. Yep, that's smart. Don't want to chase. Just be disciplined. There's other plays out there, which I'll get into right now. But yeah, so missed that, so that kind of bummed me out for the morning. But right away, there was SNOA. SNOA was on my watch because it was doing decent volume, and it typically here, as we can see with the chart, it's a great pattern for short sellers. They see this quick pop, it's an all-day fader. And so with a low float like that and low market cap, I was just thinking, if this fails to break down and buyers keep coming in, it could possibly reverse the pattern and squeeze all those shorts out who are expecting it to fail out back to the pre-market highs or so, because it's got a low float already. So it's not, you're not going to be trading a 3.1 million float in that moment, because people are holding it. Shorts are in there, buyers are holding it as well. So when it comes to spike, the supply and demand will be in your favor if the volume really came through. But that was the issue. There was no demand, and it just faded. And we got the solid downtrend and totally failed. So that's kind of done for now. I doubt it'll come back for a high day break, but who knows? Just definitely keep it on watch, because if that does happen, shorts will be getting out quick. After that, so I took this loss actually. Let me get into the trade. So I got in thinking it was going to be an open price reclaim over 406, got 100 shares at 410, just a small starter to see how it would act, but instantly just failed, and from there just cut it as it was cracking 390, $23 loss, nothing significant. You just want to keep your losses small, stay in the game, don't get emotional over big losses, so you can emphasize on a move later, and that's exactly what happened. Not too long after that loss, we got NAOV. Similar pattern, open price and VWAP reclaimed. The open price here is 113, and if we look at the chart here overall, it does have history of spiking, besides kind of having this one and done kind of pattern recently, but not the smallest float, but somewhere around 22 million or so. Or actually no, this one is still 27, and I believe it's the same as the shares outstanding. But here it was just looking for the failure to break down. we got the consolidation higher low with some decent volume coming in, excuse me. And after the failure to break down, shorts can't keep it lower. And my thesis was just, if it holds this level, it should be able to get back to pre-market highs. And from there, we should be able to get a squeeze to 150-ish, where we got some resistance, because we did break over this range, which I did like, over the 98, 95 cent area, holding 1 in the morning on that dip. And then we got the open price area where it was holding VWAP around the 115. We got that little bump that it was holding above as well. And then right around the day high, which was 127, we got some more resistance here. All of it not on insane volume, but still places that you want to keep an eye on, because that's where their last pop was, and there might be some people eyeing that level. Didn't totally get the move that I wanted back to the 140, 150 area. Topped out at 136. I got out at 135. My entry was 121 average here, sizing in slowly into this. And 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I'm out for a quick 11.5% gain, making up my loss and making up some more. So that was really nice to see there. I did miss ISIG, which was a great play. Beautiful, predictable, simple breakout play. Let's see here. So here we got decent volume day coming back, breakout over 12. Not a whole ton of resistance, but you know, the way I trade anyways, I'd be looking for that 15 level to hold. Just a quick 10 to 20% gain. That's all you really need. And here you get this nice uptrend. Volume continues to come in, and when it does fade, it still holds itself up. So there's no energy holding it up, and somehow it's still holding near the highs. So it starts making higher lows, volume starts coming back, and that's kind of the cue that this 12 area is holding decently as support. And even if it doesn't, you're in right around 12, you're risking 40 cents maybe. So what is that, 3% or so? Great risk reward in my opinion. Risking excuse me, 40 cents, aiming for $2. So that's exactly what you need. And within a few quick minutes, volume surge comes in, and you get the quick move that you want to sell into. I don't know what it's gonna do now. Now it's below the breakout level, kind of breaking down. Got this downtrend, lower highs, so kind of over that one. Another decent play this morning. NEGG. This one was actually my watch list, but I did not eye it enough, so that kind of sucked. But we got a beautiful multi-day bounce play here. Let me show the daily chart. You got this solid move here on insane volume, but then when it does fade, it's still holding up relatively well, about 50% of the gains. It is on almost no volume, so it's having a hard time really heading lower. And from there, it was just the first red day, and the pattern is after the first red day, after a decent move, look for bottoming action and the high a day break to break, because once it breaks that high a day, like it did this morning, that is showing that momentum is back to the bulls. Because if it were to hold and this would just be a top and shorts would take over, it would still continue its momentum downwards and would maybe offer a move later, but in that moment, momentum is not going up, so no point in even looking at it as a multi-day bounce. But once it comes back here, you get a volume perk, it breaks a high, you get the confirmation over 715, and you get a nice quick move into the 8 area. Oh, they're chatting with each other.
Go over what was
And
the play that we traded yesterday?
That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna show right now how
NRSN.
NRSN. This was a beautiful call yesterday. Traded it nicely from 419 to 495. $600 or so on this one. Yesterday, same thing. Looking for that high to break once it's shown some bottoming action. After it's had at least one red day. Here you see you have a double top in the 7s, 8 area. Shorts are in there. They're enjoying this nice downtrend, enjoying their profits. Now they're up roughly, depending where they're in, 30 to 50%. And now that's starting to fail right around mid 3s, 4-ish, key psychological level, hold dollar, half dollar. So once we get some bottoming action, all the shorts are gonna consider covering because they're already up nicely. Might as well lock in their gains. So that's all this pattern is. Just trying to capture the move from shorts locking in their gains.
And plus, you have momentum buyers too who also
As-
join
yeah.
in.
But really, the bounce, it comes a lot from some momentum buyers, but a lot of it, I think, is shorts covering their position. So that's why you get these quick, nice moves, because once that covering is done, it usually is over. That's the whole move. Once that short covering is done, it's over because that's what's the fuel behind it. That's what it is. That's the reason this pattern even exists. Another good one was CLVR yesterday. Another one that I traded. This one I took from 225 to 253 yesterday. Left a whole ton on the table, as you can see. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Good call. I was like, that chart does look different. That 225 break to 253 average sell into this quick move. It went a lot further than I expected. These plays, according, I will. These plays typically last 27, 30, 33%. According to my data, in that range is usually where they top around. And in this case, here you got this beautiful 220% spiker, fat red day, finishing right near the bottoms, the bottom of the day. And then
couldn't crack lower than that.
So the next day you get a gap up. So momentum shifted completely there. And when it fails to break down yesterday, that's what the trigger is, that high day break. Shorts think they are still in control here. Nope, they're not. They get squeezed out.
Shit out the RCT.
1 second.
Whenever you're done, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the move with CLVR. Ooh, nice. Yeah, gotta keep those on play.
That's tonight.
Yeah. Definitely keep these on watch. Potential buy the rumor, sell the news kind of deal. Or maybe tomorrow if they continue, who knows? Just buy the breakouts. We'll just keep those on watch. But for now, that's kind of it. Just wanted to go. Oh, yeah, that's good. So yeah, this one, just going back to the multi-day bounce I just went over, that's the pattern. Just looking for that first red day. You want shorts to be in control. Once it shows signs of bottoming, they're going to want to cover their position. And that's when you should be getting in and profiting off of all that short covering. Usually quick, nice move. And RSM, what I wanted to going over my data, I know I left a lot on the table with CLVR, but this one, the way it moved, this one ended up spiking 28%. Right according to data. So I'm having my advance order set at 495 to get me out, set myself up in a good position, because I did leave 5% on the table, but generally I took the meat of the move, and that's the goal. You want to get most of the move. Doesn't have to be the whole thing. Don't try to nail the top. That's not the business you're trying to be in. Take your quick 10, 15, 20% and move on. And that's kind of it. So that's what I did today with NAOV. When that was up, still holding up. That's kind of nice. I could potentially come back. But yeah, that's my style of trading right there. Any other plays? Let's take a look here.
The RCT.
Right now we mainly go long. Not against shorting in the future, but right now I'm a bull until the market completely turns and I need to start learning how to short and taking that angle. Not saying there's not an angle now, but personally, more comfortable with the long right now. I only focus on 2, 3, maybe 4 setups. I don't try to put too much in my artillery. Just keep it simple. And yeah, just looking for short squeezes right now. This thing's teetering around green right now. But I can see the idea with the short that you're talking about. If this could fail, who knows? It starts breaking the 450 level, it might easily get back to the low 4s. How we find our plays usually, scanners, we have our criteria.
But it's really, our scanners are really simple, and we're really just looking for big first green days on volume. You know, big green days that don't, like in the past, you can look at the past and they have it's not trading any volume or very little volume, and then all of a sudden you get this huge first green day on solid volume, and that's a day you're just going to want to keep an eye on. What scanners do we have? I just use my basic scanner
Top
from
percent gainers.
on TD.
And we adjust it percentage wise,
This is our
volume
low.
wise.
This is my low float, low market cap scan.
The key with them, I personally, I like to have at least 15% up on the day, and in the morning, at least 1 million shares in volume. I like to have a lot of eyes on it. I want there to be confliction in opinions and expectations. A failure to break down by shorts could really lead to a short squeeze, and that's what I typically look for in the breakouts, of course. But it's all from the scanner in the morning, and then once we get these crazy moves after the breakouts and just the supernovas happen, keep those hot plays on watch, because they could offer a bounce play. That's how I recognize NRSN and CLBR, because they were still on my watch. Where are we at? Jesus Christ. Because we had this monster spike here, and that kept it on my radar because of all the volume it had. I knew there's people watching it. No, we don't use trade ideas. I've heard of it, but I don't use it.
And then the scanner that I just pulled up is just my scanner on TD Ameritrade.
Yeah, we just start off with top percent gainers.
And this is just a wide cast, so it's it's set to 10%, 500,000 volume.
Yeah, so you're getting more.
I'm just picking up more tickers.
And here on my laptop, I have it set a little differently. Let me, 1 moment.
I've been trading for just over 5, and he's been trading for just over 6. He started first, he got me into it, and then we've been trading together ever since.
Okay, so let me just go through the criteria with one of my scanners here, just to make it a little simpler. I have my, there we are, there's criteria. Okay, and really keep it simple. There's only 4 things on my scanner that I'm looking for. So we got market cap. I prefer below 400. I don't want a gigantic market cap. The thinking is a smaller company can grow faster than a larger company. And keep in mind, float is in there as well. You do want a low float. Supply and demand is definitely important. So that's why you prefer less than 20, 30 million float. 30 million, I would still trade 20 million float. If the volume is there, it's okay. But preferably you just need to keep an eye on the supply and demand. Make sure there's more, there's a lot more demand than there is supply. But my last trade, the price range I like, $1 to $20. I usually kind of ignore the higher end, but 1 to 15, 1 to 10, love that area. And then I look for volume. I got greater than 1 million. And keep in mind, this is in the morning. Later on in the day, I'm probably going to be wanting a few million on there. And then lastly, my other criteria here, price performance, at least 20% up on the day. And really, the reason we want it up a little bit and to have a lot of volume is because what moves these stocks is expectations and supply and demand. And those two are rooted in those criteria, as people's eyes and expectations are going to be drawn to plays that have a lot of volume, might be triggered by news or whatever it is.
No.
Volume and an uptrend gets people's attention. So that's what you want to focus on. And then after they take off, like I said, keep recent runners on watch, because they could hold up and perform another breakout, or it might fade and then you might capture a multi-day bounce. So long answer, but that's how we get our trading ideas. And like you said, I've been trading for about 6. I started studying 6 years ago. I probably didn't really start trading till 4 years ago. I had a hard time at first, very nervous, really pulling the trigger. So I took a little extra time just studying and tracking a little bit, going to conferences and whatnot. But yeah.
No, not really. VWAP is like the main indicator that we use. We don't really get any
volume, VWAP, trend, resistance, support. Just keep it simple. I see some people with a bunch of lines and Mac. I don't even know what MACD is. If I'm being honest, I hear it. We keep it simple. Like I said, we're looking for volume, trend, supply and demand, catalyst. You're just trying to get your ducks lined up in a row to get the odds in your favor, for a quick move. I'm gonna upload this video. I'm gonna upload my video lesson. So I don't know. Just talk real quick while I do this. You can go check it out on YouTube. Nothing up.
He's uploading the YouTube video now. He's just going over the trades from this morning and any other plays that we kind of saw or missed. Yeah, so this is my house. It's my little trading setup. I just kind of rearranged, got the couch kind of put in the back so he can chill. We are from Northern Cali, so about an hour north of San Francisco. Yeah, exactly. You don't need. 6 San Jose. Hell yeah. Look at that. Sony Tampa. Nice, nice. Yeah, he lives like 5 minutes away. He comes over and we kind of just hang out, go over our trades, and now it's pretty cool that we're here on Tradecaster live streaming, so we're able to do this together. Indicators, we're just using VWAP. We're keeping it really simple. We're just using VWAP, trend, supply and demand, support, resistance. Hell yeah! If I'm ever in San Jose, trust me, I'll be hitting you up. I'll be logging into Tradecaster and sending you some messages. And if you're ever down here, feel free to hit us up. It's always cool to meet, traders in your area. I am not. I will not be going. If you go down here, we got our YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. So just give us a follow, and we'll always be right there. We got DRCT perking a little bit, a little volume perk. Yep, Sony, he's watching it. So keep that on watch. We're really just looking for a failure to break down. Right now, it is making lower highs, but we are making higher lows holding VWAP. So as long as we fail to break down, we continue to get some volume, and we really start pushing towards that 550. That's that key level that we're going to be watching for a break. Nice, 467. It's a pretty nice little spot there. Nice when you're getting that VWAP perk. Hell yeah, Sony. Just be careful. Volume still is fading, and it is still making those higher lows. Lower highs. Might be a good spot to sell some at that $5 level. Whole dollars, half dollars are real key psychological levels for people. So, I would at least lock in some, and then if you're depending on what your just whatever your plan is, just stick to it. As long as you have a plan, stick to your plan, and you should be good. What's the dog doing? Oh my god.
Eating a book.
Yeah, you're big chillin', Sony.
He got it out of the bookshop.
Yep, beautiful deck alarm.
Yeah.
You got that $5 resist. I mean that five. Let's see. It's coming up like a pennant, a nice pennant forming. I can put some lines in here.
Yeah.
Something like that. Extend it. So I'd still like to see it wait and get tighter in the range. You know, when it's in a range like that, I'd like to see it just get nice and tight. The hardest thing to master as a trader, your emotions. I will say
Discipline, sticking to your system.
discipline and emotions. I would say that's the hardest thing. You know, trading in general is pretty simple. Like for us, we try to make trading as simple as possible, and so the patterns and everything are all there. It's pretty simple. It's not that complicated. It's really just mastering your emotions and your discipline as a trader to stick to your plan and your setups is very difficult. And with trading, and just like anything else, you just need to work hard and be consistent, you know. And as long as you just be consistent and never give up, like you'll really start to pick things up and understand, and it'll all start to click, you know. But until you can master your emotions and your emotions and discipline, you are.
Yeah, because finding plays, the patterns, they're easy to recognize. It's all over the internet.
Drew, stop banging pins around in there.
But what's really the hardest part is just sticking to your system and not getting emotional, and sticking to not cutting losses or whatnot. Cutting losses quickly. Find a couple reliable good patterns you're comfortable trading, and ignore the rest. Just focus on a couple things, and that's really the key. Just focus. Don't overspread yourself and get FOMO with all these movements and whatnot. Just stick to what you know and let it compound over time. And that's been the difficult part. I've had this knowledge of calling plays for a few years, but it's just now recently clicking where I'm figuring out how to cut my losses quickly, where to size in, how to size in, what to recognize. Just the more detailed stuff, because I would just aim for home runs and whatnot, even though, yeah, just don't be emotional, stick to your system, and that's what it is, really. Maybe finding your system, that's going to take some experience.
Sony, we do not short, we just stick to long. We're not against shorting. We just want to master our long setups and really kind of grow our accounts with going long before we really want to start transitioning into shorts, especially with, the market still says go long. We're getting beautiful long setups. There's no reason for us to try to switch over or add, something else and try to make our trading more complicated.
Yeah, one for the setups.
What is considered a master setup for you in terms of pattern forming? For me personally, my master setup that I absolutely love is a breakout. That is my go-to play. If I see that, that would be my top watch. What do you think?
My two favorite are, I would say, the breakout play and the multi-day bounce. Those two are very reliable. And with the breakout play, I typically like to combine it with other patterns that I've discovered tracking stuff. The open price, how I traded NAOV today, that one had some levels lined up with it, as well as it ended up lining up with an open price play right around the VWAP area, and that's what led to the nice move to test the next resistance level. So those two plays for me are those. I really just stick to those two breakouts. Like this one would have been I was focusing on this DRCT in the morning, it just did it all pre-market, and I prefer not to trade pre-market. And it's all-time highs, failing to break down, confirm the 435 all-time high level.
And also, you could
if
add open price. Kind of as another key level. You can see that was forming there right under VWAP, which was creating some solid support, getting those higher lows. Sony, are you able to watch pre-market on TD Ameritrade? Yeah, this $5 break and hold. This
We just made a higher low. Short.
This is looking good, but I'm just waiting for that high of day break. I really want to see how it tests it, how it reacts to it, how it holds it, and if volume is there and it can hold, if it can hold that high of day really well, I'll be looking to take some entries.
NAOV holding.
How do you watch pre-market? Because for some reason I can see pre-market plays, but I can't scan for pre-market.
Keep saying Sony, not Sunny. I feel like it's Sunny.
Maybe Sunny. Am I saying click extended on the scanner? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, extended. Good till cancel extended. Wait, no.
No,
Oh, he's on the
on the
scanners.
scanner.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go find it right now.
Okay, I'll have to mess with that later. That's good to know. Are we bull sometimes? Nice. Because that'll help big time with because I was always like another thing that was kind of a pain in the ass is I couldn't scan for pre-market plays, and I was just like, what the hell? Because I traded for the first 4.5 years, I traded all from my phone. I just used Thinkorswim, just the TD mobile app. And just a few months ago is when I got my 2 monitors, I got my computer set up. The level 2 is just a part of TD Ameritrade. You can see here on the side, I can pull it away, pop it up, so it brings up the level 2. Same thing with the news, that's down here. Yeah, the Thinkorswim app is legit. It's the best trading app I think that's out there. Robinhood is where I first started my account on Robinhood. A bit different. Yeah, let me see. Okay, price change.
He disappeared? Jared, you disappeared?
No.
What? Oh, the dog. I'm like, what?
Do you have to pay for extra level 2 in TOS? No, you do not. You do not have to pay anything extra. It's just a part of it. And then Darth Trader, thank you very much for the screenshot. Save that. I'll mess with it a little later probably pretty soon we're going to take a midday break, get some food, and then we'll hop back on for the last couple hours of the market.
I'm watching NAOV for potential hot break.
Damn, Sony lost 21K when you first started. Alright, so how are you looking now, Sony? Are you green? Did you bring that back?
Do you think so?
Because that's, I mean, I've heard stories like that, and like thankfully that's why when I first started, I cut my trade super quick, and the most I've ever been down is 5K. Thankfully. Damn, hell yeah, Sony. That's sick. That's badass too, just to be down that much and then bring it all fucking back and just be a badass trader, like, that's sick. Cause that's gotta fucking hurt too, like mentally, like, being down 21K.
No.
Like I couldn't imagine, like 5K kind of fucked me up a little bit. I'm like, damn, I lost 5K. But like to 20K? How are you, Sony, how are you, dude, I would love to like have like an interview with you at some point. If you were down for that, like, I would love to hear your story. Emotional and greed, yeah, that's what makes trading so difficult is emotions. Shy guy. No worries, buddy. No worries. Or if you're down, just hit me up on either Twitter or Instagram, and I'd love to just kind of chat about it and just kind of hear your story a little bit, because it is inspiring, you know. Like, I'm still have a small account and I'm grinding my way back to success and consistency. I feel like taking a few years of taking losses and like grinding my account down, it finally got to the point where I'm like, okay, instead of taking, you know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, I'm taking 1 step forward, 1 step back, and now I'm really trying to get to the point where it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and really kind of push myself to green. I'm still down. I'm down like 2K.
You're done. You're done.
Hell yeah, thank you. Hell yeah, just keep grinding, bud. Keep grinding. And hit me up on either Twitter or Instagram. Love to chat it up. Finviz, yes, but I'm just not a huge fan of Finviz, to be honest. I feel like every time I'm checking either Finviz or The Lion or Nasdaq.com, Yahoo Finance, because when I'm looking for the market cap and float, I feel like I'm always getting different answers from each website, and I never really know what to go off of. So I'm really kind of just going off of what TD Ameritrade is telling me, and that's why I just look at the shares outstanding and the market cap, which, you know, obviously it's not the float, and I'd ideally want to see the float, but I can work with the shares outstanding. And I'm sure is Finviz pretty accurate? Oh yeah, look at that. NAOB coming back. Floatchecker.com. Okay. Let's check that out. Let's just look at DRCT. Okay, sick. I'm gonna save that then. DRCT. Let's see.
Thanks for the follow, Sonny. On Instagram.
Oh, like it goes through all of the. Okay, that's pretty dope. I'm saving this.
Wait, I do want one.
Actually, I'm gonna go back to home. Save that. That's pretty sick. $2.5 million. Yeah. It's dope. Yeah, DRCT holding up really nicely.
These higher lows and
Yeah.
volume perk is beautiful. Just hope it keeps sustaining that and then could lead to that high break. You got some serious volume in the morning.
I figured TD's was wrong. When the rest of them looked around the same and TD was 30K, I was like, eh. TD's probably off. Up 2K right now. Let's go, Sony.
On what? Nice.
He's in at like, what, 467, I believe?
I can't with it. You have something again.
Here, Fatty, you want to take over? I'll take over the dog. I feel like that's a fair trade. He's my dog. He's being a fucking menace. Hey, what you got?
My AirPods maybe, I think? I don't know. That's cool though. That is really cool to get in there on that dip. Not my style, but I do see the thinking about this higher low VWAP hold, holding trend. Yeah, I like the thinking there. But for me, I like to wait for key areas, and to me, that's gonna be the high day. Kind of this huge range. So to me, here is still kind of figuring out the range. Yeah, I think so too. I do have some confidence in this. That could be something later on. Right? I love seeing it. So many different styles. It is really cool because no one's kind of wrong unless you're taking a loss. Like, there's so many angles. I'm very picky, only trade certain things, while other people are in it from way before and looking to swing it for a few days or whatnot, and everyone's making money. It's pretty cool. Even with short sellers, it's fantastic. I like that. It's one thing I love about trading. But yeah, another one I'm watching still, NAOB. This is my trade from the morning. And here we are, holding trend, holding open price, holding VWAP, starting to get a little bit of a volume perk and coming back to attack that high day. So I could probably see this be I would probably wait for the high day on this, let it consolidate, see how it develops up there for potential squeeze from the 130s to test 150 like I originally wanted. We'll still have a quick 10% angle there. But yeah, so NAOV and DRCT, my main watches. DRCT, here we go, 520s. That's looking good. I'm going to be patient. I don't buy at any cost. I'm not buying the second it breaks the high. I really want it to confirm that level, show me and other shorts that it's going to fail. This is so nice. Congratulations, Sonny. This is money for you. I'm about to break high. And then
Oh, beautiful. Look at
Yeah.
that. I was thinking, I low-key wanted to take a starter there at 5.
so we'll see how it develops, confirms that level, and from there we should head higher. Hell yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah, 5 entry looked pretty good. But Sony's entry right there at like 460s when it was getting that VWAP and still holding this trend was really nice. And he had really good risk. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this plays out. is looking good. So it might just need to dip here a little bit. Yeah, it is getting close. But like we said, we're gonna wait, let it play out a little bit. I'm not gonna, because I don't want to buy it. It just spiked from 5 to 550. That's basically 10% right there. I'm gonna just be more patient, and I want to see how that key level, how it reacts to that key level.
Let's go.
Because I think if we can confirm that we want to hold this 550, we can really start to squeeze some shorts. And who knows, maybe Sonny's locking some in now and then gonna swing the rest. But right now you're looking good, and you could at least sell some, lock some in, because you have resistance here. So better safe than sorry to lock some in. He is up quite a bit, so that's a nice little gain there, percentage wise. Yeah. But all-time highs though. It's a breakout with all-time highs.
This is fantastic. This is beautiful. But yeah, after this move, definitely let it develop. Shorts might be getting in here, might be resizing into this. Let it chop around a bit, and then confirm that mid-5s area, and then let it take off to mid-6s. That'd be my goal. Probably about $1. But as usual, I'm gonna take 10-15% because I can't handle myself. I take my quick snipes.
Yeah, that's just, you can't help it, honestly.
It works out. Just let it add up every day. No need to hit home runs, get greedy or whatnot, or stick in a play forever through choppiness and get a headache.
Headache?
Yeah, I get a headache. So what?
Headache?
What did I say?
Headache.
What did I say?
Headache.
Okay, whatever.
Headache. Never heard of a headache.
Okay, whatever. But yeah, so let it chop around right now. And
Oh, it's
we'll
looking
see.
good.
Yeah. But just trying to be patient.
No. No.
Okay, yeah. Would suck to see this go off midday. I'm not a huge fan of midday trading.
No.
But sometimes the pattern is there. You can't ignore it.
Mm-mm.
I'm just gonna be chilling right now.
I see that too. It displayed like how mine was. How do you, like, so far I kind of don't mind. I mean, I don't know if I'm just used to it, but I don't mind the setup. But how do you have it? I am curious now. You piqued my attention. Oh, Sonny, what'd you do? There's no way you butchered it. You were up. You got a nice win. Even if you sold it all right here, it's not bad. Better safe than sorry. Lock it in. You got resistance right there.
No. No.
Hell yeah.
He's bad.
Yeah, he's a little monster.
Because it's not even him like chewing, like he gets mad and he bites you.
Alright, let's see, let's see.
Yeah. There's some. No one's gonna like you.
Let's see.
It's just the truth.
quote delay.
No, but you're not gonna have friends. And you like people. Don't say that. Now he knows.
Hey! What's this, real time?
Stop.
Okay, that's cool.
That's because you said you were scared of him.
So you're saying it wasn't in real time that whole time? It was a 3-second delay
That you're
in my level 2?
You don't think that's true?
Yeah, I see it's... Damn! That's crazy, I never even knew that. Fatty, there was a fucking 3-second delay in my level 2 this whole time. Like, what the fuck? But like, why though? Why not just come? I don't know.
Like
that's
already
kinda weird.
set.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Because they try to fuck you from the beginning. They're like, here's a 3-second delay you'll never know about.
You're still gonna be defending this platform?
Yes.
I'll defend their app. That's it.
I'm gonna defend the platform, Patty. I'd honestly still rather see it real time. It is moving a lot faster though. I am noticing.
Yeah.
It is
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
oh, let's see.
I still love fingers in the
Okay, this is how Sonny traded it.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Whoa. Whoa, that's a lot of lines going on.
Yeah.
On the table. Kitchen table. Yeah, I see it there. I see it. Those kind of lose me. But I do see it. That's cool. That's nice to see it, how he sees it. Or, shoot, yeah. Nice. 2,800. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're a beast.
Congrats. No, I don't think all platforms are like that.
No.
No, I have Street Smart Edge. Alright, not noticed, I need to go check now, but it's accurate.
This is holding up pretty nicely. Actually, probably wouldn't mind.
Of course. Hope you don't kill yourself with regret if this thing just takes off. Making me think of spaghetti. That's funny.
Yeah, it did look a little much. There was a lot of stuff going on. I have a starter here. I do like how it consolidated, and now we're looking to continue to push it to new highs. I have pretty good risk, 522. I take small size. I'm not looking to take huge size yet. I'm still, working on consistency until I can really start sizing up. I was expecting it to break right there, so. Drew, you want to take the dog to school? Yeah, I'm on a cash account. The trend line. Yeah, kind of like how I have mine set up. Yeah, I said I don't look at the moving averages. Are you guys gonna take off soon?
She's gonna leave. I'm gonna stay for just a little bit longer.
Alright.
NAOV, dude. That one's looking good.
Different time frame. Yes, TOS is the only trade setup platform I trade on. For now. but it's what it's kind of really okay. That's pretty cool.
Nope.
Dog. But yeah, I started on. Actually, I started with Robinhood, then I switched over to an E-Trade account, but quickly right after that, switched over to TD Ameritrade and Thinkorswim on the phone, and I've kind of stuck with that ever since. Yeah, it's definitely a top contender. That's why we got close eyes on it. We do have a small starter. Sonny already nailed it. Yeah, so if this starts to crack 522, I'm just going to cut it. I really would like to see it hold that little support level that it's creating. I really want to see that high of day break. Cut it real quick, because I can always re-add. I have no problem re-adding, but I'm not going to turn a small loser into a big loser. Still plenty of time today for this to go ahead and take off and break high of day. So I'd rather take the starter and give it a chance when it looks like it could potentially break. And I'm happy with taking the loss, because if it would have taken off right there and I didn't have a starter, I'd be pretty upset. So that's what trading is sometimes. You got to take some starters, take some feelers. You got to take a couple small losses when you're wrong, and then when you're getting proven to be right, and your setup is working out. You can't be afraid and sit back. You got to be able to keep taking those entries. And when you're right, your wins should be 2 to 5 times bigger than your losses. You heading out? Have a good day, bud.
Two.
See you at 9.
Yeah, no, 9.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Tell Kayla and the baby I said hello.
I will.
Did you give her the bear?
No.
Are you going to today?
That was for someone else.
Oh, who's the little bear for, Drew?
Her coworker, places.
Oh, my brother here. For a coworker. Yeah, no, you had a great sell. That's why I was saying it's you had a great how you play this is basically kind of like a VWAP recovery to test high of day, and that's one of our patterns. Is you have the gap up, we are holding the breakout level. You have all-time highs here at 550. It is grinding higher. Volume is pretty steady. And you're getting that nice trend line hold, as well as the VWAP perk to test high of day. So I mean, this was really nice, really nice, and really simple as well. There's nothing crazy about how Sonny traded this. I just tend to, for some reason, whenever I buy a damn VWAP hold or recovery, it gets stuffed right away, and I take a loss, and I'm like, well, fuck this, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna wait for the higher day break, or So I'm a little kind of back and forth with the VWAP recoveries. Sometimes I just don't trade them. I don't time them right, and I end up taking a loss on it, or even a couple losses. And the more kind of small losses that add up through the day, I tend to feel like I get emotional and want to start sizing up on like a certain trade to make those losses back. I feel good about myself, which is not a good thing to do, let me tell you. So sometimes if you're just not timing your trades right, and you take 3 or 4 small losses, just call it a day. Maybe have a max dollar limit to where if you hit that max dollar loss on the day, you're gonna call it and just take a break, step away from the market. Yeah, and sometimes I notice, and I notice that exact same thing. Sometimes that first VWAP perk usually comes back down and like is a fake out or something like that, and like the second or third time it does reclaim, and it tends to work out. So it's kind of just timing. Sometimes I just have bad timing. Yeah, so like that's where it's kind of hard. Is Mitchell is wait, if this yeah, I agree. If this continues to hold VWAP, because it's only almost 10, so we still have a little over 3 hours left of the market. This can easily hold up and rip through 550, 100%. And that's what I'm waiting for. That was more the setup that I'm waiting for, was that high of day break. I feel a little bit more comfortable with that. Even though it's up 100%, it's at all-time highs. It's a breakout, it's a low float, low market cap, and it's all-time highs. So I like those things lining up for a good long. I'm going to let this fade a little bit. I know Fatty and Alicia might leave here pretty soon. I'm going to go say goodbye, check on the dog. I'll be back in like maybe 5 minutes, not even. Timing is everything. Once you move, it is made. Which gives you confidence. The worst time to enter. Yeah, I agree. It's noticing when it's bottoming up, when it's making those higher lows, when it's holding support, to take those entries for the move. Because once the move happens and starts, then you're chasing. Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, that's basically what I just did. You just watched me wait. You watched me wait for the chase. I bought into the high of day, and it got stuffed, and I took the loss. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's a manageable loss. And I know that when we do get that high of day break later on, if it does, and it really does break, easily making back the couple losses I made today. So it's that's just kind of how trading is. You can have one trade that makes your whole day, week, or month, or even year. And one trade that can make your one losing trade that can kill your day, week, or month, or year. That's why you got to cut your losses. Be really good at cutting your losses. Yeah, I'm gonna give me 5, and I'll be right back. I'll let this play out a little bit.
Hello, me just for a moment. Just want to check on NAOV for a quick sec. Ah, okay, beautiful. I was considering almost a VWAP hold here. That is a pattern that I am kind of working on tracking here to lead to a high day break. I have tracked the high day breaks, so that's why I am leaning towards the high day break first. But this higher low volume coming back. This is a good recipe with what's the volume? Nice. Okay, rotating the float twice over now. Um, yeah, I could see this be a potential high daybreak. To test 150. Let's see where the resistance levels are. 150 to 160. I could see a move to get to there. But yeah, that's the RCT and NAOV for now. For me, top plays to look at. Let me see this thing here. Had a nice little 146 break. Ugh, no, don't like that volume of price action. Yeah, just these two here. And they're both making some decent lows leading up to high daybreak. So this one's coming back holding a key level, hold dollar, half dollar. So exciting to see how this unravels. But yeah, just sitting on my hands midday, just letting them chop around. Fake outs typically happen midday, so just trying to stay patient for another couple hours until these stocks show us exactly which direction they want to go. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do. I'm gonna be back later. Just gonna take a quick break with Jared now.
To get a guard, a barrier.
Oh yeah, did you order it?
No. Stock.
And a muzzle. I'm really pushing the muzzle idea here. Your dog, Jared. Fuck this dog.
He's getting so big and strong.
Dude, he took out, almost went towards the fucking main artery. Bit me right in the thigh.
Ow. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Jax, drop it.
I love how people on the live stream just listening.
Ow.
Trying to get trade ideas, hearing us talk shit about your dog now. Just pause it.
Drop it.
Thank God you're sorry. 156.
Fatty, look at, yeah, exactly.
What? What happened?
They're
Straight up, a monster. That's such a funny bit. Show him this beast. Still a puppy. They're here. They're talking about it. Look at that.
no biting.
Oh, nice. This thing's holding up still.
bite.
NAOV.
Oh, I
Very
do
good.
like these donuts.
NAOV. Glad I went over it just a moment ago.
No biting. No biting. No biting. No biting. I said no biting. Easy. Easy. Chill. 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 Okay. Hey, no. 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 Sit. Good boy. Lay down.
We said it was.
No, not shake. Lay down. Good boy. Stay. Do you have a Rottweiler as well, Darth Trader? I know puppies bite and shit, but he's just, dude, he's got a fucking bite on him. He's 3.5 months old and he's got a bite on him. And I know he's just playing. He just wants to play and just like gnaw on you, but his fucking teeth are sharp and that shit hurts. It's like he's already big enough to the point where it's like, dude, no more. Yeah, that's basically, trust me, that's basically what I do. I'm not gonna scold him too hard while on the live stream. Yesterday, I did actually had to like smack his fucking ass pretty fucking hard because he bit the shit out of my back. Oh my god! During the live stream, I wanted to kill him.
He's gonna take a nap.
Yeah, it was nap time until you showed up. I blame you. You started this whole thing. Yeah, so far he hasn't torn up a single. He's got like 20 toys, and so far he hasn't chewed up a single one. He just like gnaws on them, and he likes to chew up the little tags on everything.
Chewing up my fucking skin.
I'm hungry.
Well, don't fuck with them.
No, I'm hungry.
This is holding up nicely. Yeah, I have this room blocked off right now, except like a 6-foot space, and I need to get a little, some kind of barrier that I can lock him in here with me. That way he's not running around getting into shit. That's why, Fatty, I rely on you.
No.
What we got?
Baby gate, something like that, yeah. Are you talking about the crossover? Was it trigger for what? Was that his cue to sell? What are you saying? That's gonna refer. Okay. Trigger for yes. Okay,
yeah.
I get it now. Okay.
Nice. And so far,
So would it be if it crossed the opposite way near like a support level? That'd be an entry level. Potentially, 'cause I don't use that, so that's why I'm just wondering. No.
Oh, dope. Okay. Climb and bounce play. Bye on, Alicia.
Bye.
It is still holding up. It's holding 5 pretty well. Since earlier than the 20. Okay, nice. Sonny, are you a full-time trader? I forget if I already asked that. Apologize if I did. "12-hour shift? Do you just not sleep? That's crazy." Really? Do you work full time? Do you work like 5 days a week? Just take Adderall. You're nuts. Should I just start doing that? Should I just start taking some fucking Adderall, dude, and start just cracking out on my trading? I've thought about it, to be honest. I've done it a couple times where I would take I'll take an Adderall and stay up all night, like just studying. Dude, I know how you feel. Yeah, that's nuts. So I work three days a week. I work 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. And yeah, I try to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That way I have the week to just pretty much chill and watch the market, live stream for you guys. Because I used to work full time doing construction, and I worked for a pool company, and it was fucking terrible. That's why I traded all from my phone. And it's actually kind of nuts. I'm really lucky. It is super expensive. We have a nice 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. It's like 2,500 square feet, something like that, or 2,100 square feet. So it's actually a really nice sized 1-story house, and we pay $3,200 a month for rent, and it's me, my brother, and it is my other roommate Max and his girlfriend. Hell yeah, dude. That's why I feel it. That's why I took that leap and quit my full-time job and made something else work. So I'm a valet right now in Hillsburg, and I work 3, sometimes 4 nights a week. Sometimes if I have to cover for somebody, but it's usually just three a week, and $1,400 a month. I only pay $900, and then it's usually like maybe a couple hundred for utilities. So it's like $1,100 a month. So it's really not bad for the house we have in the neighborhood that we have. We live right next to a golf course, Russian River Brewery. We have like multiple parks in our neighborhood. And then we just have like a lot of shit that's close. So it's actually really nice and convenient.
That was a hard tip.
But right now the 3 days a week for me pays my rent, and then I also get tips, which I kind of just live off of for food and shit. And really just I put everything into my trading and just studying and just trying to get better. Yeah, valet is pretty cool. It's pretty boring, I'm not gonna lie, but it's cool. I love driving some dope cars sometimes. Hell yeah. Get a lot of nice Porsches. I haven't driven any like Ferraris or anything like that, but at least not yet. I've only been working there for like, I think maybe 3 months now. Not even, like 2.5. And yeah, like 2.5 months. So this is all new. This is why we're just starting to live stream, because now I finally have the time. I'm home. I'm really trying to make that transition from full-time worker, construction worker, to full-time trader. So we document our story. We have our website, packapunchtraders.com. We have YouTube videos that we post for free every day. Twitter, we post everything. Yeah, construction, dude, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. Like I enjoyed so many days of it, but like it's either you're having like kind of. I am 20. I just turned 28. Okay, what are you, 23?
23 and a half, yeah.
You 28, Sonny? Yeah, I turned 29 December, beginning of December. So that's why it's like backs up against the wall. I'm not getting any fucking younger. We gotta fucking grind.
93s.
I was born in 93. For some reason I was about to say I was born in 92, but I was like, wait, that's not fucking correct.
Go look at your dog. I am not dealing with that.
She's gone. She left. Come on.
This is looking exciting. What's the topic here? What are you guys talking about? Where is it?
Oh,
Where's Sonny live at? He's talking about his box. Is that in the city? Who's here from San Jose?
You were just like, I don't know where
I'm
you're
late. I was hanging out.
No, I was talking about like how basically I asked him if he was a full-time trader, and he works from like 7 at night to 7 in the morning. And he says he cracks out on Adderall and fucking feels like he's he's invincible.
I feel that. I had to stop that stuff.
Right?
I lost too much weight. It was not good.
Oh, he's out in Hawaii. Hell yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's what you're saying. Sorry, I misunderstood. Oh, that's a tough time zone to trade.
Right?
I thought it was bad here. Yeah. I'm up at 4, just like prepare, like get ready a couple hours before the market opens. I'm just like, ugh. But I enjoy it now. But I can imagine 2 o'clock. Don't take the whole thing. Smart.
Hey,
Smart.
dog. Where are we at?
I'll be taking it and geeking out for like 36 hours. That's what I did when I first started studying this stuff. Oh my god, I was studying stocks for like 17 hours a day. Like, just uncontrolled.
Come here. Come. Come. Good boy. Sit. Good boy.
That is, I do agree, the limitless, but yeah, that is the one pro of being West Coast. You at least get to enjoy the rest of your day when market's done.
Roll over.
It's quite nice.
Roll over.
If I have a shitty day, at least I got some time to make myself feel better, do something, go out, the sun is still out, not setting down already by the time the market closes pretty much. Yeah, definitely. There's pros and cons. I definitely have adapted to it. Like, certainly wouldn't want any other time zone. Maybe the Central. I when I was in Austin last year for a bit for vacation, that was nice. I enjoyed waking up a little later, like a couple hours. It was kind of nice. But yeah. But then you still had some time, like that hour and a half, whatever it was kind of good. I don't see anything right now, so let's keep the conversation going. Just a waiting game. Glad this is setting up the way it is. It's gonna be a nice potential play.
Yeah, because it's still early in the day. It's just midday. We got a couple more hours.
I'm still so butthurt to set up the way it did. That 365 break looked so nice. Same with the 435.
Yeah. Pre-market.
Jeez, I would have loved if this would have done this all like an hour and a half later. Like right when the market opened or something. Oh my god. Take solid 20% plus play and call it a day.
Hey, drop it.
But hey, who knows? Maybe this just sets up for something even better. Now you got more people trapped, more conflicting expectations. Keeps heading higher. Volume still sustaining so far. Who knows? This thing could be at 10 by the end of the day. Yeah. How we looking, Gerardo? Any
we're-
topics?
No, not really. Besides DRCT, still waiting for that high of day break. Other than that, how's Neg? I think are Neg and Dat still just fucking
I think they're ass, right?
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Ass,
Okay.
ass.
I just want to make sure if any volume came back, ass. All right.
SNOA, that was one that I remember taking a look at.
I have my alert. Yeah, still just fading. No volume.
Kind of like how it's starting to go a little sideways.
We'll see.
Like, think about it. We're only 30 cents away from the open price. Pretty much. I don't know. I'm going to keep this on radar. Low float. Like, maybe my plan from the morning didn't work out. If this could get some volume and start uptrending, I think all the shorts who are expecting this thing to be an all-day fader, because that's what typically happens with this garbage chart.
You can see.
The personality of this thing is just gap and crap. So that's just a pattern there. All shorts are excited whenever this thing pops up a little bit. And it's doing the same thing again today. If it could reverse that, if it could keep holding, that could offer a monster move in my opinion. But still, definitely a waiting game. I'm not gonna get excited about something that still
No, and I
needs to
have the
prove
alert.
itself.
I have the alert
Yeah.
set. So
Um,
other than that, I don't know. Probably take a break for 45 minutes.
yeah, why not? More,
I do- I need-
more,
I
more,
need to
more
eat some.
potential bounce play. Go. I'll finish this up. I'll pause it in a little bit.
All right. Or just end it.
Ooh,
oh
yeah.
yeah, look at that.
What is that, a bounce play? I remember taking a look at that yesterday. It's had a few red
Yeah, it
days.
is a bounce play.
It's a bounce play!
I have it on my watch list.
Yeah. I remember
I
taking a
thought
look.
I had
I
no-
considered it to
Did I
put it
not
on
get it
there
on
for
there?
a bounce play, but I thought there's other better options to look at. But here you go, that high day break. Damn it. We always talk about it. News. That's what it is. That's why it came out so quick. Okay. Don't regret it as much. Can't predict that.
Yeah, it is a
Catalyst.
little.
But yeah, decent move. We'll see where's it at compared to its history. Ugh. I don't know why. I was never a huge fan of Muln. I remember I traded it and it was a choppy, exhausting play for me. So I ended up ignoring the rest that it did here. A lot of people talking about it. I don't know. I think I'm kind of done, but something cool to keep an eye on. Buy the company in the close future. What does the close future mean? Then you elaborate on that. In the short term future.
What do you say?
Who's doing these PRs? Just the news on the, what do you call it? Just some deal short term in the future. Sus, I don't know. I hear Mullen being thrown just as much as BBIG, and I'm so done with hearing both of them. I want something else to hear about. I'm about to just block these two tickers on my Twitter. Yeah, you feel. Oh my god, if I hear another person talk about BBIG, I'm throwing my laptop. It's like, maybe it's just so far off. Why are we trying to predict that whole thing? Mega has different styles, everyone's got their own deal. If they can make money, good for them, but god, it's exhausting just hearing it. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break too. I don't really see a whole ton. DRCT dipping. And that's why we are patient. Good way to recognize that with that cross. That was pretty cool to see that. Sony with that topping action there. We'll see what this could do.
Yeah, set an alert.
Yeah,
Like,
I need to go take a hit real quick.
Sonny, thank you. Thank you, Darth. Oh my god, I'm forgetting. Darth Trader, which is kind of funny because I literally just got done watching all the Star Wars movies in order. But yeah, we're going to take a break for a little bit, get some food. In about 40 minutes, we're going to hop back on for the last couple hours. See if we can catch anything. Get some live trades for you guys. But thank you guys for hopping on, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. We really appreciate it.
How was that, Gerardo?